Well, hey everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Bobbie and this is Bobbie Reads Tarot, and today you guys, we are going to look and see if Elon Musk is going to comply with the judge's orders that he and his Doge crew not access the information that they obtained from the Department of the Treasury. Elon Musk on Twitter is already freaking out, calling for the judge to be impeached. So there's that. So let's take a look and see what we can expect. As always, these readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research, form your own opinions, and be kind to one another in the comment section down below. And finally, when I read tarot, I read the cards as they stand, okay? I don't read what I want to see. I read as it is. And if you want examples of that, go check out my Michelle Obama video and my Pete Hegseth video. With that being said, I do have biases and opinions because I'm a human. That's why biases are called subconscious. We can't control that we have them. Everybody has them. You are going to hear my biases and my opinions. With that being said, I do not let my biases and opinions affect my interpretation of the cards, okay? And I do definitely lean one specific way when it comes to my own personal beliefs. If you don't share those beliefs, that's absolutely fine, but please just, click out of the video, be respectful. Please don't leave a nasty comment on your way out, okay? Awesome, you guys. Let's go ahead and dig into this. So the first thing I want to look at is general energy as it relates to Elon and this court order that he is not only no longer allowed to access any information that he obtained from the Department of Treasury, but also he has to destroy any information that he has in his possession. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a peek at this. The first card we have is the Eight of Pentacles, or the Eight of Coins reversed. So this talks about feeling trapped or confined, especially when it comes to work or what you're trying to do. So obviously this is referring to Musk feeling trapped and confined, set forth by the limitations put forth in the judge's order, okay? So we know that he's feeling like he's confined and he has things that he is no longer supposed to do. So what is his challenge? What's his obstacle? Well, he has a choice to make and he's weighing it out. This card even has this like little scale on it where it shows like a decision is being made. He right now is trying to weigh out what he's going to do. Is he going to comply or is he not going to comply? This is a big decision that he has to make. There's a lot of prospects and a lot of possibilities. The energy that he's coming out of is the world energy. This is him. He accessed everything. He was able to get everything he has ever or could ever possibly want to get. He got the world. I mean, he literally accessed all of our information. He can, if he wanted to, he could sell it or provide it to China. He could sell it or provide it to Russia, Iran. Honestly, my money's on China because Russia doesn't, their economy is not doing well. It's because of the war. It has run down their economy. People want to argue with me on that one. Go do your research. If you guys want to argue a point, I love it. So bring it. But if you're going to state something, you have to also include a reference with your comment, okay? So that we can go verify what you're saying. So, but this is like, he's already accessed everything that he could want. So it's really like he gets to decide how he wants to move forward, what he wants to do. It's really completely up to him at this point. We have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of, it can be like a recharge. It can be kind of like a rest, a timeout. It can be a recovery time from like an illness or a timeout. So this is really interesting. I wonder if he is actually going to take some time to consider how he wants to move forward before actually just like diving in and moving forward. When the Four of Swords is reversed, this is a card of social unrest. So I definitely, the energy is here where if he does decide to abuse that power, it could lead to this energy of social unrest. We'll keep going though. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups reversed. This is about hitting the lowest point that you can be at and then having acceptance of this. This is very interesting because this is in the placement of what it is that he wants to achieve. What is his goal? Okay, what is the purpose of what he's doing? And this card, it's when it's upright, this is a card of sadness or loss or regrets. When it's reversed, it's all of that same energy, but it has with it this idea of like being at your lowest point and then being ready to move forward. I'm wondering if this is like referring to the desire he may have for entertainment purposes only to bring down the financial system so that it can then be brought back, right? Hitting the lowest point and then recovering. So then he can profit from it even further. That could potentially be what his aim is, but what he doesn't see coming is the Judgment card. So Judgment is an interesting card. This is a card about awakening. This is a card about having your eyes open. This can be even like a spiritual epiphany. What's going to get in his way is going to be people that are waking up to what it is that he's trying to do. So there are a lot of Republicans right now that firmly believe, because of what they're seeing on Fox News, all they're being told is, oh, there's fraud, waste, and abuse that's being found. They're not being given the information, the full information. So they're being told, oh, well, the government gave $8 million to Politico. Well, no, that's not true. The government gave $8 million in Politico Pro, which is a subscription. This is across everyone in government. So however many, what is that? Like 500,000 potential employees or more. And what it is it's the Politico Pro. That is the company that shows or that provides how all of the different lawmakers vote. So all you're hearing from like Fox News is, oh, $8 million to Politico. They're bribing off people. And it's like, no, that's not true. So what's going to happen though is that more and more of those people that are buying those stories are going to start to open their eyes and actually see the truth, see what's really going on. Although there's still going to be a lot that don't open their eyes. Okay. So this is all about the energy that's being put out. And this is the Ace of Coins reversed. This is about being greedy. This is about taking something that doesn't belong to you. Excuse the noise in the background, you guys. My dogs are fighting. This is about taking something that doesn't belong to you. This is about holding on to resources, being stingy, being greedy. And this is also about being very disillusioned. So I think that Musk is acting from this very disillusioned place. I don't think that he is very like clear-minded, and it's potentially from his, alleged use of Special K. He's not thinking clearly. We have this Three of Cups. This is his environment. The Three of Cups is all about celebration and having a great time. Everyone's partying and the drinks are flowing and the substances are flowing. And this is like indulgence. When it's reversed, it can be overindulgence. So I definitely feel like that energy is there. The energy that he's in is like, we can do whatever we want. We're rock stars. No one can stop us. No one can stop us at all. Then we have this Five of Swords. Five of Swords, this is all about conflict. This is about profiting, like profiteering off of being a terrible person. I think this is the fear that everyone holds, is that, this is what he's going to do. Where are we going to end up? Well, we have the Magician. The Magician is all about smoke and mirrors. I think that there's a very good possibility that he is not going to comply with the judge's orders because he feels like he's the magician. He holds all the control, all the power. He has all the tools, and he can do whatever he wants to do. So no, I do not see him complying with the judge's orders. But my question is, how long is it going to be until we realize that he's not complying? I'm filming this on Sunday, February 9th, which is Super Bowl Sunday. And so tomorrow's going to be Monday, February 10th. Let's see, what can we expect, with, is he going to comply or not? Or are we even going to know right away? I heard, and I cannot verify, but I did hear that they had put the Doge people had put their own server in the Department of Treasury. Now, I cannot verify that that's true or not true, so that's not a fact, okay? But if that's the case, I mean, they can just access it unless someone goes in and takes the server out or like shuts it down. I just think it's too late. My own personal opinion. Okay, so now I want to take a look at how long is it going to be until we find out, or what's that going to look like? What's the energy of this coming out, of us, finding out whether he does or doesn't, which I think, oh yeah. Okay, so the Strength card, this is using brute force to take what it is that he wants. He's like grabbing that lion and ripping its head open and like taking what he wants. 8 of Cups reversed. This is all about errors and judgment, making really, really bad decisions. It's bad decisions. 6 of Pentacles reversed. This is about an inability to hold on to money, but this can also be like giving something away, taking something and then giving it away, giving it to someone else. I very much feel like the information that was taken through brute strength, walking into those offices and taking it, is going to be handed off to someone else. We're going to know quickly. I do feel like we're going to know very quickly that he is not complying. So let's see here. I want to look at, what is it going to look like for the government? How is the government going to respond to this? The different branches of government, the House, the Senate. Are we going to see some resistance? I mean, there is some resistance. There's lawsuits that are being filed. They're starting to get a little bit more, rowdy and waking up. But I want to see, what is this going to look like? What kind of a response is there going to be? I've gotten some comments from you guys. You're like, your nails are too long to shuffle. No, it's because I have arthritis in my hands and these cards are really big. So, and yes, my nails are long, so that probably doesn't help, but it's more of a hand issue versus a nail issue. Plus these cards are just funky. Okay. Okay. The Chariot reverse. This is making no progress, no momentum, not going anywhere, being stuck, not going fast enough. This can also look like, a moral decision, having to make a choice when it comes to morals. This could be a struggle. Are people going to stand up and do what's right or not? I feel like they're not. This High Priestess reversed, crossing the Chariot. This is about being blinded by deception, being deceived, not being able to see what's going on. There's secrets, there's hypocrisy, there's duplicity. There was a choice that needed to be made. This Two of Wands, this was the choice. This is the choice that needed to be made prior to Trump taking office. That was the time for the decisions to be made to prevent what we're seeing happening now. Once they allowed Trump to get into office, that was it. It's too late. It's way too late because he's already in there manhandling everything, taking everything and tearing it down. We have the 7 of Coins reversed. When the 7 of Coins are reversed, this can talk about procrastinating. They've procrastinated way too long. The 4 of Wands, this is about some kind of a celebration. Some kind of a celebration that's getting in the way. And they procrastinated. They took too long. 4 of Wands. What is this talking about? Oh, they procrastinated and they waited until after the inauguration. And once the inauguration happened, it was over. There was nothing they could do. That was it, because he took office, he took power, he had the House, he had the Senate. and he's not going to respect the judicial branch. No one is going to in the Republican Party. And so that was it. That was it. Sorry, you guys. I know that this is like kind of a little bit bleak and a little bit dark. So I've had a couple people comment on my video that that some of these videos are a little dark and a little scary. And, you know, I get that and I understand that because they're a little dark and a little scary to me too. And I'm not putting these videos out to frighten anybody. I'm putting these videos out because I think it's going to be better if you're prepared and if you're ready. Now, the thing about tarot is we're just reading energy, right? So we don't know, you know, exactly what's going to happen. And people have free will and they can make different decisions. And so when different decisions are made, then we can see different outcomes. So just because we see something in a tarot reading doesn't mean it's always going to play out exactly the way we see it, okay? So there's that. I also talk often in my videos about how we choose the experience that we're going to have. So while times are going to be difficult and many people are going to have a difficult time, not everyone has to go through those same experiences and hardships. And so I share this information with you as kind of a warning so that you can be prepared. That's why I do this, because if I knew what I know and I didn't warn people and something bad happened, I would feel terrible. Now, if I warn people and nothing happens, I would rather nothing happen and I look wrong than not warn people and have something happen and then think I could have potentially, you know, helped someone. So that is why I share these messages. Now, I know that these messages can be really heavy. So if they're too heavy for you, and you don't want to watch this content, I completely understand. I have to limit it myself as well. But please understand that I'm not doing this from a place of like trying to scare people or be a fear monger. Some people prefer to be ready and prepared. Now, we need to keep everything in perspective, right? Because we never know exactly how things are going to turn out. So we don't want to do anything crazy based on a tarot reading because, you know, we don't know. We're interpreting what's going on. The other thing that's very important is that when you're consuming content like mine that can be stressful, you should also spend just as much time, if not more time, consuming content that's positive content, okay? Content that helps to lift your vibration. Because if we spend all of our time in this low vibration information, you know, the news cycle and Trump and Musk and all that stuff that's going on, we are going to continue to add to that low vibration. Now, you know, get your news, get your information, be prepared. But then from there, spend your time and your focus on things in your life that bring you passion, things that you enjoy, things where you can be creative. And don't spend your life living in the low energy and the low vibration of the United States politics, okay? I'm always warning people, you know, be prepared, have your supplies, do all of those things, but then don't spend your life in fear waiting for, you know, something terrible to happen because, you know, there's nothing we can do to change it. So let's enjoy the time we have here. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap this reading up with some beautiful oracle cards. So these are going to be messages from the universe for us in these difficult times. So what does the universe want us to know to give us a message of hope or advice? What do we need to know during this situation with Musk and whether he's going to abide by the rules of the Treasury Department or not? What does Spirit have for us? 3 cards, please. Okay. So the first card we have, our message from the universe is wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. So it's all about timing, right? I think we can all feel this building of energy, negative energy, or anxiety energy. We're all very unsure of what's happening. We know that there are big changes that are coming. We can feel it. Even if we don't know, I think everyone can feel it. So there's this fear. And I know a lot of people are wanting to take action. What should we do? Where should we go? Should we, you know, should I do this or should I do that? This is the universe saying to just wait. Just wait. Be patient. If there's a decision that you're wanting to make or something you're needing to do or information you're wanting to know, the universe is saying that right now, this is a time to wait. Just wait. Now, what's interesting as we go from wait as an action to wait as an adjective, which is, physical weight. This talks about weight of the world. It is a very intense time right now. And there's pressure on everybody and stress on everybody. People are watching the news cycle and they can see what's coming. So this card talks about let it go. It's not yours to carry. It's about boundaries. And this goes to exactly what I was speaking about while I was shuffling, where it's setting boundaries with yourself to not carry the weight of what's going on in the world with you all of the time. You cannot keep going like that. It's going to lower your vibration and it's going to pull you down right into the midst of all of that negativity. It's good to be aware and to know what's going on, and that's why I do these videos, but it's also good to protect your own energy and to protect yourself. And that goes with this idea of setting boundaries. So if you need to check in and see what's going on, set a timer for yourself. Okay, you get 15 minutes of like checking the news cycle, and then that's it. You get 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the evening, and then that's it. So that you're not spending all of your time focusing on the negativity. Or, if you like to doom scroll, looking for things, like limit yourself. And then after, give yourself that time, do what you need to do. We're those creatures, like we have to see what's going on. But then once you see what's going on, then it's about, okay, I'm setting this boundary that I'm no longer, like I've given myself my 15 minutes or whatever. And now I'm going to put this down and I'm going to shift my energy and focus on things that bring me joy, things I am passionate about. I'm going to focus on my family. I'm going to focus on my kids. I'm going to focus on cooking because I enjoy cooking. I'm going to sit down with a book. Instead of doom scrolling, I'm going to read about something that I'm super passionate about. I'm going to watch a really funny movie because I need to laugh. It's about that. Okay. So this is just, again, it's that confirmation. It's a synchronicity from the universe. Like, hey, you got this message twice in this reading. So, listen. And finally, we have Earth School. And this is another really great card for this reading in this heavy energy, because this is referring to the idea that we choose to come to Earth. Our spirits decide before we even come down here that we're going to come here, we're going to have this experience, we're going to learn these life lessons. And that is what we come to Earth for. It's a school. We come to learn lessons. We come here to develop our souls and to grow as spiritual beings. And then we leave here and we go back to the spiritual world and we leave, with all of the lessons that we've learned while we're here. So allow that to help you keep it into perspective when things get a little bit scary. Because I think sometimes we forget that we become very much in the world of the world. And it's that, be in the world, not of the world. And it's that reminder of, even though this feels like everything, because this is the only experience we know, this experience here as a human is just a very short blip, really, on our radar. And that our true home, our spiritual home, is not here, it's somewhere else. And when we're done here learning these lessons and we go back to where we came from, we're going to go back to that feeling of love, and it's going to be really good. So it helps you to keep that perspective of life can be difficult, but it's not everything. Okay, we're here to learn lessons, but it's not like, I feel like I'm not articulating what I'm meaning, but you know what I mean. We're here to learn lessons, but like when we leave here, we're going to go back to our spiritual home. Okay, this is just like a school. This isn't everything, basically, is kind of what I'm trying to say. Okay, you guys, if you're still with me and you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And also, if you're ever curious to know what decks I'm using, if you click on the link in the description box down below, you can go to my website, and there you can see pictures of all the different decks that I use, as well as links to where you can purchase them. There is also information to become a member of my channel in the description box down below. So if you are interested in seeing members only content, go ahead and check that out. And finally, before you go, I hope you would consider subscribing. It's super easy to do. Just click that little circle right there. Boop, boop, boop. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.